How to make over $100,000 a year on Upwork. Hey, you've heard the stories. People are making big money on Upwork, right? And you want to be part of that. Well, I can tell you, I've hired a lot of people on Upwork over the years. It used to be called Elance, and I'm trying to remember if it was called anything else before that. I think it was called Odesk or something like that. But the point is, people are making a lot of money, and you want to be part of it. And you're on the right video, because I'm going to show you what you need to do. Let's get going. You know, it's interesting. So many people think quitting my job and just working on my own wherever I want, man, that's my dream. And it can be done. It can be done fairly simply, but you do have to work hard. Now, what's interesting is that it's pretty common for people to make 100 grand a year plus on Upwork now. It's become a portal of a lot of different jobs. It's a great place to get hired. It's a great place to hire people. I know I've hired a lot of people there, and I've had a great deal of satisfaction with who I've hired there. Now, what I want to do before I get into the ways you can make a lot of money is I'd like to share with you a few stories, if you don't mind, of different people who have made money on Upwork. Let's see here. These are examples. This person here, Gagan Preet K, total earnings from Upwork over $100,000. They completed 93 jobs. Now, you can actually go to Upwork and you can look at people's profiles and see how many jobs they did and how much money they earned. This person here that I just read to you, a professional website developer and designer with over 10 years of experience in India, and then they have their profile right there. Dimitri C, total earnings from Upwork over $200,000. They only completed 8 jobs. Okay, work description: professional website developer and senior programmer. Location is Yashkar Ola, Russia, and then they have their profile there. Marcus H, total earnings from Upwork over $200,000. Only completed 5 jobs. Work experience: experienced software engineer with over 17 years of experience. They're located in Leipzig, Germany. Troy WH, total earnings over $100,000. And what I did is I picked a bunch over $100,000. Jobs completed 655. But keep in mind, the work description is voiceover professional with own home studio, and they're in Irmo, United States. Joanna, check out Joanna, total earnings over $100,000, only 18 jobs, and she is a creative director, Belmondo.tv, with over 17 years of design experience in San Rafael, United States. We've got Mark DS, total earnings from Upwork over $100,000, 129 jobs. And the work description is WordPress, speed optimization, and Wiz, and they're in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. And we'll look at one more here. How about Ron Z, total earnings from Upwork? Are you ready for this? $100 million. $100 million. Let me say that one more time. $100 million. Jobs completed 602. Work description is professional web developer specializing in high quality WordPress development, and they're in Los Angeles in the United States. So I could go on and on and on these, but the bottom line is that a lot of money can be made on Upwork. And rather than me telling you can make a lot of money, I showed you examples that came directly from Upwork, so you can see it. So when I give you this information, you're going to know that it actually works. Now, if you're ready to build your career on Upwork, let's get right into it. Number one is going to be know your capabilities and where you can shine. Know your capabilities and where you can shine. So what this means is you have certain talents right now. Everybody does. Everybody has some talents. You can improve on them, but there's certain things that you're really, really good at. And if you're really, really good at those things and you double down on those, that's where the money's going to be made. You want to evaluate yourself. I wouldn't suggest you quitting your full-time job right now, not until you get this dialed in, but once you get this dialed in, you'll be able to. And figure out what you're really, really good at and concentrate on that and go after jobs that match the skills you already have. Number two is understand the market and know what your clients want. The first thing that I hear a lot of people say is, I don't know what to charge. I have no idea what to charge. How much do I charge? And all that's out there for you. It's all there for you. All you gotta do is study the market. All you gotta do is go into Upwork, look at different jobs that are similar to the ones that you want to do, and see what they're charging. Now, that doesn't mean you have to charge what everybody else is charging. If you're exceptional at something, if you're a whole lot better than everybody else, certainly you can charge more money. Don't be afraid to do that. The big problem I see is confidence level. A lot of freelancers don't think they're worth the money, when in fact they probably are. They're scared because they haven't been paid that before. You know, once you've been paid, you know, $200 an hour or $500 an hour, you're like, well, I must be worth it then. Now you have the confidence. So all you got to do is go out and get some jobs, and you'll gain that confidence, and you can up your rates. Now, certainly there are certain things that only pay X number of dollars. Okay, if you're doing data entry, you can only do data entry so well, okay, and you're only going to get X number of dollars for that, and that's going to be a lower paying thing. But if you have something that takes a lot of expertise, a lot of skill, and it can generate money or a lot of benefits to a business or an individual, then of course you can charge a lot more money. And number three is get ready to hustle. You got to work, man. You got to work. Okay, making $100,000 or more on Upwork is going to take some work. You've got to understand what people want, but you got to be willing to hustle. You got to be willing to respond to people quickly. You know, when they contact you or they have questions, know what they want, have good answers, and answer quickly. I know at this point I didn't talk to somebody working on my website and it's been a week and a half and they still haven't given me the list of things they're going to do. Can you bet that I'm not going to hire this person? No, I'm not going to hire them. Number four, focus on quality over quantity. If you want to make good money, you got to do really good things. Okay, if you think about it, and you're a musician and you can play 200 songs but you're not really good at any of them, you'll probably never become a star. Okay, but if you're a musician and you're phenomenal at 2 or 3 songs and you have a hit song and you just perform that song amazing, you sing amazing, you're going to get paid a whole lot more than that guy who can play 300 songs from memorization but none of them very well. Number five, constantly improve your skills. It's so easy to say, gee, I'm good at this and I've learned it and this is what I do from now on, but that's not the end of it. You have to constantly improve your skills, especially if you're working online, because things change, softwares change, you know, technologies change. You have to be on top of all this stuff so that you get paid top dollar. Number six, don't be afraid to say no. In the beginning, you're going to want to make money and you're going to think to yourself, well, the more jobs I do, the more money I'm going to make. That's not always the case. If it's a low paying job and it's a lot of work, that may be one you'll want to say no to. You ultimately have to make that decision on every single job, but ultimately you'd like to have a lot of high quality jobs that pay high. So if you have some low quality jobs and you're working on those jobs, understand you've said yes to that, so you're going to be saying no to maybe a high paying job when it comes along. If you have no free time, if you're using up all your free time with low paying jobs, you're never gonna have time to get a high paying job. You have to leave some of your time free so you can look for more jobs and find jobs that are gonna pay you more money. Number seven, showcase your work. Let people see it. Put together a nice portfolio. The one thing that I don't see people really going after is testimonials after the sale, after the work's been performed. Testimonials are amazing. I know I use a lot of them in my marketing for my companies, but people want to see that other people are happy. If you could get some video testimonials on your site where people are actually talking, that's pretty amazing, because you know, I think a lot of times when you have a picture and some words that somebody says, yeah, maybe they said it, maybe they didn't say it, maybe that's not even a picture of a client, I don't know. But if there's a real human talking and they're saying your name and they're saying I got good results, this guy built me a great website, this person really improved our sales, this person built a sales funnel for us, if you've got that going for you, that's a whole lot more believable. So you really want to showcase your work and let people know what you can do and let them see examples of people and things that you've done. It doesn't work like, you know, I'm going to start off in January and by December I'll make $100,000. Now it might, but for the most part you've got to build into it. You've got to get more and more jobs. You've got to get more and more reviews, and in the beginning you're not going to have any jobs. You're not going to have any jobs. Now I said a couple minutes ago, don't take too low of paying jobs, but if you have no jobs whatsoever, you've got to get some in the beginning. You've got to get some jobs in the beginning. So here's what I tell everybody when they go on to Upwork or anything like that. If you've got no ratings and no jobs, it's going to be hard for you to get hired. So you've got to get ratings, you got to get jobs. How do you go about that? You find a job, and this is just a number example. Let's say the job pays 500 bucks. You may contact that person and say, hey, I see you got a job that's 500 bucks. I normally charge 700 or 800 for that job. However, I need to get some testimonials because I'm new on Upwork. Be honest with them, and I'll do your job for 200 bucks. I'll do your job for 300 bucks. Now you may say, well, JR, that's way lower than what I would normally charge. I know that, but you don't have any clients yet, right? So if you do some jobs like that are way lower than what you normally charge, first off, you're probably going to get a good recommendation because you know you didn't hardly charge them anything. You gave them a really good deal, but secondly, they're going to be happy with you that you contacted them, and the only way they can pay you back is through a good testimonial. So you can start getting a lot of jobs, a lot of reviews, a lot of testimonials, and you keep doing that, except each time you do that you up your rate a little bit, maybe a little bit below that 500. Maybe the next time it's going to be 350 or 400, and then maybe the next time it's going to be 480, to the point where you actually meet those amounts out there that people are asking. Once you've done that, you've probably got enough reviews, you've probably got enough testimonials, and you're gonna have people contacting you. But you've got to put in the work. You know, I tell people you got to put in the work before you ever get results. Too many people say I want to make more, and when I make more, then I'm gonna do more. It doesn't work that way. I see people do that on the jobs all the time. They'll say they don't pay me to do that, they don't pay me to do that. That's true, they don't pay you to do that. So what you need to do is more than what your job is, so that they feel like they need to pay you more. And you say, well, they won't do that. Yes they will. Yes they will. I've been in jobs for years, and if you put in more effort and you work harder and you get better results, they realize that you're quality. Okay, they realize that you need to be paid more. Now in the job marketplace, working on a job, there are some companies that will never give you a raise. I get that. But in something like Upwork, where you're doing really good quality work, a lot of people always want that high quality person. Remember, your reviews are everything. Keep your clients happy. You've gotta keep your clients happy. If you have a few bad reviews, it can really hurt your rating. You don't want that. Communicate with them up front, what you will do, what you won't do. And that's another thing why people get bad reviews, is they don't communicate with them. They may say, I'm going to do a logo for you, and the person who is hiring you to do the logo thinks, good, I need about 10 different designs, and I want to be able to redo them at least 3 times before I see what I want. You may be thinking, I'm going to do 3 logos for this person, then get 1 revision. If you don't communicate what you're thinking, and they don't communicate what they're thinking, you're going to have a problem, and you could end up with a bad review. So it's really important to be very clear on any job that you bid. You write out exactly what you're going to do for them, and then over deliver just a little bit. Do a little bit more than what you say you're going to do, but make sure you let them know what you're going to do, because if it doesn't match up, if what you want to do doesn't match what they want a whole lot more than that, you don't want to take that job, because it's only going to mean a bad review for you, and it's only going to cost you money. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you make some money online. I know it will if you do it. I really appreciate you listening. I do have a course below, and you can grab that course. It's regularly a $97 course. You can grab it absolutely free. Just click and learn for a limited time. Also, what else do I need you to do? I think I need you to subscribe. Yeah, you need to hit that subscribe button down there, and then once you do that, you need to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications, so you're notified every single time I do a new video. I really appreciate you watching this video. I thank you so much. Comments below. Have you worked on Upwork? Have you worked on any of these other sites? Put that below. What kind of money are you making? What do you charge? What's your experience been? If you need help with it, put that in the comments below too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.